2015. I'm coming.
Here we go!
Welcome to the New Year's Eve special. I'm your host, AL-Mazeedi, and this is the Extreme Show, and sadly it's about time that we say goodbye to 2014, and what a year it has been for me. Finally graduating from high school a couple of years back. I said I took a year off due to switching from the scientific path to the literary path, and it was a long process, but it was for the best in the end, and I gained a lot in that year off. So after graduating high school, I fulfilled my goal. I got my scholarship for filmmaking, and now I'm here. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida, Florida State University. Living in the States might change your perspective on life and how you view it. And while your beliefs are always under attack, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will change your beliefs. Granted that it always depends on your own strength and how strongly you feel of your own beliefs. So I believe that once you get to live in a different country, in a different culture, you'll actually feel more attached to your beliefs, and you will grow stronger with your own belief. And during my time here, I realized that a lot of people change, and they will change no matter how much they meant to you, and you once thought they were the closest of people to you. So to those people, I've got only one thing to say. I've got no strings to hold me down, to make me fret or make me frown. I had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me now. Enough of the sappy stuff. Let's talk about the trips I made here in the States. I went to Chicago. Loved seeing Russell Peters live, loved the interaction we had and his show, and he's just a genius, he's a brilliant. You guys need to check him out. He just goes with the flow, right there, right in the moment, makes jokes with your life, I guess, and he is brilliant, he's hilarious, he's funny, and I believe he's one of the best comedians I've ever seen, so you guys should give him a shot. And since I am in Florida, I took a trip to Orlando. What a blast I had in Orlando at Universal Studios. And I recently just came back from a short trip to my friend in Mobile, Alabama. And that's where I shot the Extreme Show, listing the best and worst movies of 2014. Go ahead and check them out. Links in the description box right down below. So, Florida State University. It's awesome. You would say Tallahassee might be a boring city to live in because there isn't really much to do, but the university itself, the campus, is so beautiful. I wish I could study here. And CIS, the English Institute I'm studying at, has an incredible amount of teachers, so dedicated to their jobs. I love each and every one of them. They're all great, tremendous amount of respect to each and every one of them. And I even got to interview the director of CIS, and I'm having fun. This is a really good place to be at, and they're just dedicated to what they're doing. And I've never seen the amount of passion that these teachers deliver in their teaching methods, and how much they actually love and care about us, the students. Now, I get this asked a lot by a lot of people I know here, and even random people I meet. They keep asking, do you get homesick? And I keep saying no, because this also feels like home, because this is the place I've always wanted to live in, and I'm finally here. Not saying that I hate living in Kuwait, but I kinda do. And I'm not saying that I don't miss people in Kuwait. I miss my friends, my family. My friends are all over the world right now, but my family is still in Kuwait, and I miss them. I miss our house. I miss driving in Kuwait. I miss our Middle Eastern food in Kuwait. But as a country itself, as a society, I cannot really say that I miss that or I want to go back to that any time in the future, but I will each summer. And to answer that question, I simply do not get homesick because in the end, this is home. So 2015, the usual thing. 2015, what do we want from it? Well, I don't know about you, but I, for one, want to be less thoughtful of others. Hear me out. I want to be careless and emotionless. Why, you say? Well, throughout my recent experiences in life, I realize that people are backstabbers, as I explained, and they don't deserve the amount of effort I put in each and every relationships I have with those individuals. So I just simply want to live my life the way I want to live it and do the things that make me happy and stop thinking of what others want and stop thinking of what they think of me and just simply live my life to the fullest. That's a huge goal I want to accomplish in 2015. Now, in previous New Year's Eve specials, I made an announcement that I want to make short films on YouTube. And I finally did that back in January of this year on the 4th anniversary of the Extreme Show. I made voices in my head, and that was probably one of my favorite works so far. And later on in the year, I made Gone and Gone 2, which received tremendous amount of feedback. And then when I came here, I starred in a short film called Vomit. So I made 4 short films, which is more than I had anticipated. And I'm just glad that I've done that. And it's all in the spirit of developing my own skills and showcasing what I'm truly passionate about. And that is filmmaking, of course. And I cannot wait to see what the future holds for me in 2015. Now, in addition to that, I also want to get into a good film school so I can make better short films for you and showcase what I'm truly passionate about. And you know, the usual wishful thinking, the annual wishful thinking of losing a few pounds wouldn't hurt. As time flies, the Extreme Show, believe it or not, will be turning 5 next month, so I thought, why not make a special episode where you get to interview me on the show, and you could do it anonymously if you'd like to, by logging into ask.fm/Jack-A-Mazeedi, and you can do so from now till January 25th, and you can ask me anything you want, and I really hope it wouldn't blow up in my face with 0 questions, or with way too many personal questions, but I promise to be truthful with all my answers, or at least make a statement. Now, before I wrap this up, I actually want to recite a poem. I never got into poetry, but when I first heard this poem, it's an old poem by Dylan Thomas. I first heard it on a promo for WWE 2K15 with John Cena reciting a few verses from the poem, and then it was sort of incorporated in Interstellar, Christopher Nolan's Interstellar. He made the whole movie around that poem, so I just loved it, and I want to go ahead and recite it for you guys. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late, they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Brave men near death who see with blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Goodbye 2014, hello 2015. Happy New Year, guys.